Hello everyone. I'm gonna make this one quick. I'm not really feeling so hot. I missed doing this yesterday. I just been I tested positive for COVID with my family. Uh, it's just I just feel like crap. Like I'm not gonna die or anything like this. I felt pretty terrible around Thursday. What whole body aches and stuff. But overall, now it's just I feel lethargic. Right? Fever's all gone, no stuffy nose, no coughs, nothing like that. It's just I feel tired, right? So, different people handle it different ways. Even my kids have COVID right now and they just have a mild fever, so they're just napping most of the day. And my wife is getting the some body aches that come in, but they're a little bit more mild. Anyway, so I'm just going to jump right into two pairs and I'll just make this nice and short, okay? But before I do that, actually, let's just see how the ones from last week held up in EURJPY. Hopefully I still have this up. Hang on a second, let me load it. Because I think that it didn't save. There we go, I'll save that data. Yeah, I drew it up and then I realized that I erased it. But hopefully it's still on this one. Yeah, okay, good. So here it is. This was one of the ideas from last week. Very nicely hit TP within 3 days, right? So idea based off that, run up was done, 4-to-1 ratio off that. It was very nice, and done deal, right? And I was saying it because when I did this on the 16th, it was already in trend, but it was crossing the whites, so that's why I made entry around that area. Euro USD is still developing. As you can see right here, it started consolidating off one of the extreme lines. It still needs to go on its way up. So this is still valid. It's just it might take a while until it actually sets up nicely. So my ideas for the week are AUDJPY and CADJPY. And AUDJPY for the reason that it is actually bouncing off of a few extreme zones, and now it crossed up, went down, and now rejected off of that extreme zone and it's starting to go up. So, I've said before, I'm a fan of taking it off of EMA shifts. Because, again, if I would have just taken this trade willy-nilly, it would have stopped me out. Okay? But I'm going to wait for the EMA shift when yellow crosses red on the 1 hour, just because this setup is already underway. As you can see, it just kind of broke through, but went right back up through it, right? And that's the point of control. So it's a very good sign right there. Once the EMA shifts on the 1 hour, that's when I will take entry, and I won't even have to do a 40 pip stop loss. It'll be a little tighter for a very nice risk-to-reward ratio. Especially if I go a little tighter. Okay, so that's where that is going to be. And now for CADJPY, similar idea, right? It depends on which JPY pair you're more comfortable in taking. This is what I see for CAD compared to the AUD, and as you see here, it almost bounced off of that zone, right? That's kind of where I'm looking to take this. Is if it drops a little bit lower, maybe hits off this black, but it's going nicely right now. It's just about to shift down on the daily, but if I take a look on the 1 hour, this is going to go up nicely very, very soon. Okay, I just lock that in so I can move the drawing. Okay, so as you see, this is still going down, and now kind of just prior or right before jumping in on this line. So I'm still going to hold off. This is going to be another EMA shift going upwards, right? We know the CAD and AUD are strong, JPY is weak, and this is kind of going to be a perfect setup going forward. All right, if you want to risk it, jump in now, but personally, EMA shifts are where it's at when you have a market structure setup, especially if you don't have a concurrent institutional candle or imbalance to go off of, right? This is just kind of based on a fib structure even. So if we take this, watch, draw from the bottom here to the high, we're in the golden zone right now. To bounce off there would be right off the 618, still entirely possible. I'm going to hold off until that EMA shift actually happens though, to jump in on trades. So yeah, that is the two pairs that I'm going to be looking at for the week. Nothing real. NZDJPY was also kind of interest. The only situation though is going to be a little counterintuitive to the other two, so I'm not going to be jumping in on this one after doing the other analysis. So yeah, that is the ideas for the week. Don't mind the crying child in the background, he's just sleepy. Oh, pardon me. Alright, well, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next week.